What is up? Welcome to Triple Three Academy. I'm Crystal Lindsay, and I want to know, have you heard about the good news on Facebook? Have you heard about Facebook leads? Did you think you're ready for Facebook? Or do you find social media daunting? Look, chances are, even if you heard the good news about Facebook, you may very well see social media as another to-do, another daunting task, and not know where to begin. That's my role. I want to help you break through the nonsense and figure out a way to make it manageable. Look, I know you're a toddler learning to walk. That was what one of my clients said this week, describing her experience with social media. And so my commitment to you is to get you the roadmap and training to be able to be successful on social. And a lot of being successful has to do with doing your homework and being prepared. So some of you out there are going to be really excited, analytical types. You just want your to-do list so you could just check it off. I've got your to-do list today. For those others who are more creative types and kind of go with the flow, you may see this to be almost overwhelming, but don't see this as a deterrent. You don't need to do every single step perfectly, but this is to get you aware of what you can do right now for practically $0 to begin to get ready to make a difference on social. Look, make the most of your time, efforts, and money. I hear from so many solopreneurs and entrepreneurs and real estate agents that you're just overwhelmed by social media. And guess what? I'm passionate about helping you harness the power of live video marketing, because if you're a solopreneur and you're watching this and you're trying to figure out how to break into social, you are my foster kids of entrepreneur. Wait, what does that mean? Yeah, you are my foster kids of entrepreneurs. That means you don't necessarily have the resources and structure. You weren't bred for this. This isn't something that comes naturally. Instead, I want to get you the practically free solutions. So even if you're a team of one with a minimal marketing budget, you can break through. That's what I want. Because guess what? I just created a very special training on 3, 2, 1, Facebook Live. And before you can really be successful at 3, 2, 1 Facebook Live, you have to feel successful with your marketing first. Marketing first before social? Look, welcome to Triple Three Academy, and this is your special edition of Social Media Bootcamp. Look, the Facebook Live algorithm changes of 2018 have changed the game. If you're marketing in 2017, everything has changed. So January 11th of this year meant that now it costs more to get less on social, and the only way you win is if you generate comments. So that's forced us to really think about, one, is Facebook the right approach for every business? It's by far the biggest billboard, but you have to have a clear call to action. You have to have marketing assets. You should upload your contacts, direct market those people. There's some specific things you should be doing, and it takes just a little bit of lead room to get ready for it. Now, I do have some practically free solutions I keep giving you, because everybody's asking me, with Facebook becoming more and more expensive, what can we do now for practically free solutions? Look, one, first of all, go live. This is the fastest way to generate comments and engagement and lower your cost of marketing. Need I say more? But if you're not on Facebook and you're not ready for it yet, I've been talking about how to use email marketing, specifically MailChimp or BombBomb, as a way to be able to get ready and organize your thoughts, your contacts, your call to action, your content, everything to be able to launch that out. But some people find that still very overwhelming. So I've got something else for you, all right? This is what I've got. LinkedIn Sales Navigator. I've got Twitter Plus. I've got YouTube, Twitter chats. Those are the sweet spots. If you're looking to make a difference and get practically free social media solutions. Instagram, you can still hang in there with hashtags if you're not boosting posts and get seen. It's getting harder as they are owned by Facebook, so the same algorithm changes are coming into play. You also can be really successful with a campaign on Nextdoor or on Snap. Again, we talked a little bit about those last week. I want to throw in a new one this week, and that is chatbots. So there is a way to automate messages to somebody's Facebook inbox based on if they've commented on a post. So that's called a chat bot. So you real estate agents out there, chat bots are a great way to be able to take a post about a listing and be able to instantly send them the information on how to get there, or the directions, or the address, or the special call to action to attend, something like that. So chat bots are a great way to be able to follow up with leads, and it also bonus here, allows you to be able to start conversations with those who've already commented to you. All right. That's a little extra free tip here, but I want to get into some market research, because chances are you've heard the good news about Facebook. Maybe you're thinking about email marketing or not as your social media boot camp, but here is what you can do. 1, set aside the time to be able to identify what it is that's driving your sales. Do you have a clear call to action? Do you know which product is driving your sales? Which one is producing 60 to 80% of your revenue? Through Pareto's principle, there is one type of client or one product that's driving your business. If you can figure out what that client is and what the client specifically cares about, then you can create compelling call to actions. You can tell them what to do. You can create free downloads, whatever it is, right? But think about it. Identify the product, think of what the call to action is, and get a free or low cost lead magnet, something that kind of like your bait, right? That's 1. Tip 2, in addition to figuring out what is your top selling product, I want you to be able to also find your niche. Now, isn't that the same as the product? Think about it like this. If you are selling a product and that is your product, what is your niche target audience that would want that product? Now we're getting to something, okay? Now you got to think about how can you stand out, and that's through market research. So I'm doing a free training on how to do market research effectively, and I want to guide you through being able to look at some of your strategic partners, industry professionals, possibly your competitors nationally, locally, to be able to see what their top performing post is and what their lowest performing post is. So through that process, you're going to begin to look at what's working and what's not working and be able to identify specifically how you can do it better. So I want you to take notes through this process. I really encourage my clients to keep a social media journal so you can look back and see some of your insights that you had the week before, the month before, whatever it is. So you're out there and you're doing your market research and you see somebody who's really doing something well in your industry. What is their top performing post? Just click on the word video or post when you get to their profile, and you'll see all their posts or all their video come right in front of you. All right? Once you see that, identify the top performing post. How do you define a top performing post? Well, you need to be looking at what's generating engagements. We know through the January 11th Facebook Live algorithm update that comments are what drives exposure. So if you can look at each post and figuring out which one gets the most comments, you'll know which one is the most successful. Likes are important too, but comments are what's going to really get you seen on Facebook. So as you're doing market research, go to the channel that you're focusing on. If you want to hit Instagram, if that's where your target audience is, or if you want to go after Facebook and go there, stay on that platform while you're doing your market research. And make sure you build up all of this research to one culmination. Are you ready for this? You need to find your social media role model. That's right. Social media role model? What does that mean? That means I need you to proactively look at who it is in your industry who's being successful. It's usually better if they're not in your media sphere, but look nationally. What's working? What's not working? Think creative. If you're a real estate agent, maybe it's not an agent that you want to model it after. Maybe it's a stager or a broker, or maybe it's a brokerage or a lender. Think outside the box. Don't just think who's in my exact position and being successful. You want to find a social media role model for your same target audience. That's the core part. So if you're going after first-time home buyers, don't go after and find a social media role model going after the luxury market, right? You want to find somebody who's also going after first-time home buyers. So that's a little bit of what I want you to do specifically on how to create market research. In addition to that, I want you to start creating some assets yourself. So I want you to get comfortable with Google Drive. I want you to get your logo out. I want you to get your slogan. You don't have to do anything yet, but these are things you should have in your pocket when you're ready to be on social, okay? I want you to start collecting some marketing assets. Do you have images already on your phone? Do your colleagues have images on their phone? You know, is it something you can pull down off the website, edit, copy, paste that content into a Word doc? Get all of your written and visual assets in one place. That's what you want to do to be able to get ready to go live on social. Once you do your market research, go ahead and flesh out those marketing assets. And then I want you to start creating videos. This is where it gets really fun. So you could go ahead and create a pre-recorded video on your phone, just like this. You put your phone sideways, go live, sit in front of a nice bright window, and let the light wash over you. Now, if you're not ready to go live, you can easily just do this on your phone like I just described. You don't need to be live for it to be successful. You could take that same video and get this, you guys, take that video and upload it to YouTube for free, and then get a transcription for free. Then turn that transcription into a blog for pretty much free. Takes a little bit of work, but chances are if you have done your SEO analysis or have any idea of what those terms are that your clients are searching for online, you could put those into a blog and make a really, put that into a transcription and make a really compelling blog. Next step after that, I want you to get all of your emails in one place. I've been telling you the good news time and time again that you can direct market your existing sphere on Facebook. So what I need you to do now is be able to organize your contacts. Go through your LinkedIn and pull those down. Go through your Gmail, pull those down. Your Twitter, your Facebook, we can pull them all down. And I've got trainings, free trainings on how to get it done. So let me know where you're getting stuck, but pull all of your emails into one place. You're going to need those when you get into social. The next thing you should do if you're really feeling gung-ho is get your LinkedIn optimized. Look, your LinkedIn contacts are the people who are your professional contacts. Because of LinkedIn's standard about not connecting with people that you don't know, this is probably the most concentrated base of your professional networks. That means you get to unabashedly be able to self-promote and talk about the good news of your business without competing between quinceañeras and birthdays or Miley Cyrus and babies. You are on LinkedIn, not Facebook. So the power of LinkedIn is so powerful in terms of being able to direct market those people about your products. You can reach out, set appointments, all of that, but you could also pull down those contacts and put them into Facebook and go after them in direct marketing. All right? So hopefully that's inspiring you to get it all in one place, because who are the people who are most likely to engage with your post or who are most likely to be able to convert to being a client? Have you thought about that? It's the ones who you already know, like, and trust, and know, like, and trust you. And those are the emails I'm telling you how to get. So take the time, comment below, I'll get you the trainings so you can do this. You can do it in a matter of an hour, 30 minutes, 20 minutes. Sit down and take the time. All right? And lastly, if you're really feeling up for it, set up your email marketing system, because it's important to be able to organize your content and your assets. Even if you never sent a word, in email, it's still a helpful process. It's for free on MailChimp and for less than 2,000 contacts. And for that amount, you can begin to have a place to organize your contacts, start to drop your video assets, start to get clear on your call to message. And hey, bonus points if you can send it out and create written and video word of mouth. That's how you create buzz and get people to show up when you go live. All right? So if you are sitting in a place where you are not able to actualize your dreams of Facebook leads because you don't have a marketing budget, or you're just feeling so overwhelmed and it's daunting, you don't even know how to start and make it manageable, use this as a checklist to organize yourself for social. Then I want you to go ahead and identify that top performing product, figure out how you can break a myth, and start creating 3-minute product videos, under 3 minutes, 1 to 3 minutes, on how to overcome FAQs about that product. If you did just that, you're like 85% done, but the other tips I gave you will prepare you for social as well. So good news is I've got you covered. I've got free videos on how to pull down your LinkedIn contacts, free videos on how to pull down your Gmail contacts, your Facebook friends, your Twitter contacts, your Instagram followers. It doesn't matter. So take the time to organize your contacts and do your market research so that you can find your social media role model, because it's all about getting leads on social. and it is possible. I've helped so many entrepreneurs be able to go from a place of seeing social media as something that's daunting and overwhelming and be able to step into their abilities and comfort zone, their niche, and fall in love with their business again. That's the greatest compliment. I hear my clients tell me that I help them fall in love with their business again. And through that and finding that success and that confidence, now they're able to reinvest that money into marketing, grow their business, and live the life of an entrepreneur that you should without having to worry about social all the time. We're here to make it easy for you, okay? So with that, I want to make sure that you can prepare a simple video, 1 to 3 minutes on your top performing product, and do your market research to find your social media role model. I thank you so much, and from 333 Social Media, I want to say thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week, Thursday at 3:33 p.m. Ciao, ciao.